This is the whole allegoric anagogic of what Nibiru is. And I'll guarantee you, there's only one place on this planet that is actually discussing it truthfully, and that's this table, and I know that to be true. You'll see for yourself. Nibiru, or Nibiru, the infinitely mind, high mind, and the physical mind allegory. It really is easy to show this. Watch. Those that are trapped in and of the physical reality think they need to dig deep into the earth to hide from destruction, which will be absolute and complete this time. Mama Papa's taken out the trash once and for all. And for those that know what Nibiru truly is, are digging deep into their own hearts for protection. So you'll either dig a hole or dig a hole. You know, the first one is literal, the second one is a feeling. I dig that grooviness of one, man. Dig a hole with a W in front of it. That's the anagogic quad. So you've got two entirely different intents contained within it. The dig is a literal hole, and the hole is a literal hole. And dig is to like something. Whole is completion of all. Okay, so this is what Nibiru is. It is the separator of the wheat and the chaff, with the true hearts in the trust of creation as the wheat, and the false hearts in trust of man's folly in the fallen physical form. Only those that trust creation collect the fourth quad of the heart, where divine feminine creation lives. That's what completes your heart. When you let creation take over, it's easy to do. Get now, say I've got, know that you have everything you need in absolute abundance. Compare yourself to a dying child in the street, starving and freezing. And tell me who's got it better with abundance. So there's your infinite contrast. And that's how easy it is for me to see what I have. Far beyond that. Far beyond that. That's why we share it, you see. It is for all. To get these children out of the streets once and for all. That's the anagogic. Okay? Just so you understand what the divine heart is when you have the will to allow the will of creation, knowing full well that in comparison to that child, you have everything you need and then some. Maybe have some gratitude for that. Because Mama and Papa ain't going to give you shit until you actually appreciate the gift you already have. So appreciate that one. Accept all things, and you might be in for a little miracle or two. Promise. Creation did, I accept, and I'll keep that promise. Legal name users are the chaff. It's very easy to see it. The dead world and the living world. You got a legal name, you think you're in and of Babylon, you're fucked. It's that simple. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it like I ever would. That's true. Never did. Okay. So legal name users are the chaff, the in of Baba or baby loners. Yeah, are precisely that. You're on your own, baby, if you worship the mark of the beast and the horse of Babylon that serves only evil. Which team do you play on? Creation or destruction? Best choose now, eh? 'Cause here's the magic of today. Chiron, the boatman for the river Styx that ferries the dead across. Actually, the living, because the dead are gone. And it just went direct. And of course, Chiron, one of the moons of Pluto, the creator and the destroyer, anagogic. Talk about heaven sent, you know. Now, a few other things just to play this out in phonics, so you can see some of the little tricks that I like to share. It's so you can see the more whoa, check that out moments I can share. Those are ahas. It's like, wow, that's like, yeah, it's coincidence. It's not coincidence, it's coincidence. I'm trying to show you the coincidence where you once had doubt and thought it was just a coincidence. After all, no, it's not. So it works a little something like this. Pass these two. Now here's the concept of when you're in the EB hearts. Actually, I did make a note of that. Let me just write that down to make sure I have it, because I want to cover this one. And the rising of the phoenix. So I'm going to blow your minds tonight. Why? Because mine was. I'll show you once and for all what the phoenix is and what Ibi Uru in comparison to the phoenix rising from the ash The bridged duality finally made one. The phoenix, phonic sound, sound itself. Remember this promise, not one hair on their heads shall be harmed. That's talking to the EBs, not the Urus or gurus. Deep into the earth and crushed like a sewer rat, or deep into the heart. Same spell with the H, ash, first showing the phoenix risen within. Just peachy where I am in full trust of creation. I chose the highest trust of all, creation itself. And legal name makes you all Uru. Intent of spirit, breath of self-intent, pure Luciferian. 0 point, with all fictions removed, equals I, be I, in full acceptance of creation. Okay. Now, why is the heart and earth so prevalent? We've showed all of the little things that connect heart and earth, respelling the sounds of the letters themselves. But use that to just prove something once and for all, so you can see the true anagogics of this. Now, I'm sure many of you, the 0 pointers, and many that have been walking the journey to 0 point, i.e., no legal name whatsoever, and I say that knowing that most that are here are not of the legal name, although some may still be in the legal name, but not part of. So their heart is freed, and they're walking their trust walk to creation, that once it's gone, once and for all, they can just simply lay back, as so many of us are now. And where creation, that creation is all of us, you see. It starts working together for the benefit of the all-in-one. Okay? And you don't need money for that. But let's spell it out. Let's spell it out for you, literally. Now take your crayons and write heart, and below it write earth. And I want you to circle the H in each word. And I'm going to show you how important it is to walk the walk you are on. Regardless of how far down the road you are, please don't panic, children. You will know your heart's intent when I ask this question and you answer it the way you know your heart is. Not where you are or what you're doing and how much you need to do or how much you need, whatever the case may be. But just know this. The contract is very easy to break. It is so simple. Even a child can do it. Because you're going to ask any 5-year-old, are you a legal name? And they'll, of course, look at you and say, no. Because even a 5-year-old knows better. They had to be taught to poison themselves. Because at 5 years old, you don't know what a legal anything is. So, of course, you're going to say no. Are you a legal name? No. I'm going to go tell my mom. Okay? So circle the H in both words. And what you're going to see, the ones that go into the heart, the EB, the high months, have went through their fires of crucifixion, Daniel in the lion's den, already in living form, because only the living can withstand that kind of fire and not perish. This is the allegory of in the furnace, you know, the 4 guys in the furnace, the quad, heart in the furnace. It didn't matter how much fire came at them, no matter what any illusion of this system and its legal bullshit throws at you, you know it's bullshit. And you can't get burned in it any longer. That's true. So what you've done is you've found your inner fire of truth, knowing that you are not a legal name. Now, while some of you may be in Babylon, you're not of Babylon now. And that's all that was asked of you. Get out of Babylon, my children. Did you feel that beautiful sense of calm that just came over you? That doesn't mean to say stop. That is merely an acknowledgement of the gift you've given creation and all of humanity. We still do the work to heal ourselves within. And we'll sit at this table for as long as is necessary to do that, where we'll share it with all. That's the only role and purpose I have, you know. Just like in the movie, I don't have any... Let's go back to the literal world I lived in, the dead world. Of all that dead world, I have no friends or family. Literally orphaned. Mom and Dad dead. But I'll tell you what I do have, and it's the most important thing. I have purpose, because contained within purpose is life itself. And the rest comes naturally. And all of a sudden you find the real friends and family that you've always been looking for. And blood can't sully this one up, can it? Because we all know one thing about our blood. It's all red. And we all got the same shit, regardless of the color code. And that's true. Red blood. That's the only blood relation I need to know. We're related. It's true. So on earth, as it is in heaven, as it is on earth, the physical, so it is in heaven, the heart. So let's put the heart first. As it is in heaven, so be it on earth. And for the more astute phonics and anagogic people out there, you've already seen what I'm talking about before I say it. I know that because I just felt it. You're catching on, aren't you? Because Kate's going to start talking about the letter H and how it's ash. And you'll notice that if you're spiritual, you always have the ash first because the fire is already spent. You are the fire. And now you have the ear of truth itself, God, creation. Neat, huh? Because what you've done because of that, you've already risen. Phoenix has risen, and you know that creation, the light, comes from the womb of creation itself. The intent to be always was, without intent required. And the word intent got a little carried away in one point of view or another. It's a little anagogic joke. So if you've circled the H, as you have, because you bring crowns to the table, you're smart kids. Show and tell requires that. I've been saying that for a long time. So if you're of the physical and you're digging holes into the ground, into the earth, where do you see the ashes now? That's where you get burned up in the physical. If you can't clean yourself up spiritually, don't worry. This is what they call cremation of the highest order. Don't worry. All good things return. And all things deemed lost were only evil anyway, regardless of the face or what you think of as a physical illusion. I'm neutral on this. I'll tell you this much. I do know who you are. Others, the former life, I don't know who they are. Maybe that's something they need to know. And the truly benevolent within that, and I know it's there, gets pulled home anyway. And won't they be the most surprised children of all? You want to talk about the greatest gotcha, told you so moment of bliss you could ever imagine? Oh, the vengeance in my heart. I'm going to make you smile so big you're going to shit yourself. You're going to feel like a real shit, but I won't let you. Because I'll just say thanks. Thanks for the game.